How's it going, everyone? So today I'm going to show you a forearm workout that you can do with hand grips. Now, before we get started, please subscribe to my channel if you guys haven't already. I do appreciate the support. It helps my channel grow. Also, if you're interested in online personal training or buying some cool fitness products such as these hand grips, have a look in my description box. You can find everything there. So let's get started, you guys. I'm going to show you a hand grip workout that you can do that will completely revolutionize your forearms. It's not even funny the amount of times I see people working their forearms or I give them tips about their forearms. If you literally want to take your forearms to very skinny, to jacked, veiny, and be able to hold 700 pounds like nothing for a deadlift, then use hand grips. They're one of the easiest way to progress, and it has been shown by science, it has been proven that how strong your hands are for a grip will dictate how big they are, how veiny they are, and how strong they are. So if you want big forearms, train with steel hand grips. There's just a lot of different things that you cannot get done while using dumbbells. And not only that, but hand grips are way more useful and a lot easier to have around with you. You don't really need to carry dumbbells with you. You can literally put these in your pocket. I don't know how many times I went on a road trip or something. I literally took these and I did my 10-minute workout as I was sitting in the passenger seat. So they're very easy to do. I swear by them. An example for me was when I used to deadlift, I had a very hard time when I first started gripping 315. 315 was very hard for me, even with chalk, very hard. I can now grip 650, 700 pounds, no problem at all. My grip is not an issue anymore. It's now my back strength. So I owe it all to the hand grips because that's what I did. And I tried forearm workouts, you guys. I tried static holds for the barbells. I tried doing the dumbbell curls. I've tried all this. Hand grips work the best in my opinion. I will show you guys the workout right away. Just I'd like to say one more thing. What I have in my description box is steel hand grips. You get one hand grip and it has 11 different resistance levels. So you have 11 different ways to progress. You will get big hand grips if you do that. That's my opinion. I have never had anyone honestly train with their hand grips for a decent period of time and not have serious gains. You will hurt people's hands when you shake them. Trust me on this. Okay, so I'm going to show you the workout real quick. So I'm using 150 pounds, you guys. What I started off with, I started off using the plastic grips from Walmart. And then I went on to the 100 pounds, the 150 pounds, then 200 pounds, which are over there, the 250s, and then I worked my way to the 300s. I can close the 300s for a few repetitions. The best I've ever gotten was closing them for 7. And yeah, it's phenomenal, you guys. It's freaking phenomenal. So what you want to do for repetitions is you want to do around 10 repetitions. And then you're going to do 10 repetitions normal. So I will show you guys. So you want to do 10 repetitions just like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, the thing is, when you're doing them, you do them like this. That's how most people do them. But you can also do them inverted as well, which is this. This will allow you guys way better grip because now you're strengthening this part. You're training the top part. Down here, you're kind of training your flexors. When you train it up here, you're now really putting stress on your extensors, your posterior extensors, your anterior flexors, you guys. So it trains the different muscle groups of your forearms. So you guys can tell I do not do these often. I have started doing them, that my extensors are extremely weak. But here's the thing, most people's extensors are going to be weak because you do not train, most people do not train them unless you're trying to do, again, hand curls like this. This will help you guys, trust me. I cannot say this enough about your forearms. My forearms have gotten pretty dicey, pretty veiny. I know the lighting down here is complete crap. I am switching that, you guys, but I mean, you can see some pretty good veinage. I owe it all to the hand grips. So that's what I would recommend starting off doing. Do 10 repetitions normal for your anterior flexors and then switch it over. And then this is really going to allow you to train your posterior extensors just by using hand grips. Now what you want to do is, let's say you can do 150 pounds with those, pretty good. Let's say you can't do 150 pounds. Use 100 pounds, use 50 pounds. The steel hand grips in my description box allows you 1 to 11 resistance levels. So there's ways to progress. Okay, now what you want to do is get the 250s. This is what I recommend for me. And what you're going to do, I can close these, you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can do 10, repetitions. What you want to do is you want to do negatives with a weight that's higher. So a negative, all you're going to do is help your hand close it. Go like this and hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fight off the pain. Now this is another way to progress. The reason for this is because your grip strength, if you can only do 10 hand grips and you try for 11 and you can't get it, well, you can't get it. It's as simple as that. If you wanted to keep going, you use both hands. A negative is extremely important because, believe it or not, most of the damage, most of the strength is actually worked by the negative. The only problem is we can't do any more negatives because the positives we can't do because our hands are tired. That is why we do the negative. And you just hold it, you fight it off. I would do negatives for the bench press for a ton of different movements, but it's very hard for the bench press if you don't have another person, you guys. So you always need that other person to help you with the negative. By doing hand grips, you don't need anyone. You use your other hand, you guys. So very simple to do, and you just fight it off. And you keep doing that, and you will notice you get some pretty crazy veins popping. Okay, now what you're gonna do after that is you kind of want to do another set, to be honest. Fight it off, fight it off, fight it off, and keep doing that. The repetitions that I do recommend you guys is do 3 sets of 10 repetitions, doing just the normal squeeze, normal and posterior. So you're working your anterior flexors, then your posterior extensors. So normal and inverted twists. Then after you do that, what I recommend is doing the negatives, holding the negatives, letting them go, holding the negatives, letting them go. The last tip I will give you guys, sorry if this video is long, but I want to see you guys get better. What you're going to do is you're going to do braced attempts. Now what braced attempts are is you normally hold it like this, right? Well, I can squeeze this one, no problem. So if you look, it's a little bit tricky because this finger right here, this is the issue when you do still hand grips. It's this one right here. This is the problem, because what happens is that finger really isn't long enough and it's hard to get your full hand around it. So what you can do is you can do a braced attempt. So all a braced attempt is you put your finger on here, and now watch. See how easy that is? The reason for that is because that pinky slips because it's not long enough. A braced attempt, again, all you're doing is you're just holding that to stay in position using 2 hands, and you can see how much easier it is. So that's a braced attempt. I recommend doing 50 pounds more than what you can normally do. Do less than your negative. So if you can do 150 pounds, do 250 with your negatives, and then do 200s for your braced attempts. All I can say is if you guys like working out, if you're into fitness, do hand grips because it allows you to do more with your forearms. It allows you to work out more. So I don't know, I love them. I've did them for 2 years. I'm keep going on them. My forearms are crazy. No one can beat me at arm wrestles. And majority of people cannot beat me at arm wrestles. I'm not trying to be arrogant. You guys, my handshakes are crazy. I'm just trying to say that if you guys try it out, you will love it. So end the video. Thank you guys for watching.